Imagine you're able-bodied one day and the next you can't even sit up.
Well, this is the inspirational story of Chef Haikal Johari, a man who leads one of Singapore's top restaurants from his wheelchair.
More ice, more water. Dry on the paper, then you put the pakora in the front. Put the sauce, put the green oil, right, and then the puree. Make sure the leaf is not too big.
He likes things done his way. And as the chef in charge of a Michelin star-rated restaurant in Singapore, Chef Haikal Johari always gets his way.
Tomorrow you tell him about the oven.
He is an oral shepherd taking a hands-off approach to guiding his kitchen because he has no other choice after a devastating accident in 2015.
At one point of time, I was given a choice to choose really to play football again or just go into cooking 100%. It was a very tough choice, very, very tough choice. It's like choosing a wife, right? So I actually chose to cook, and that's where I became till this time, you know, cooking has always been my passion. So at that time, I was also into superbike racing. So that was another passion of mine. You know, I love speed, you know. Adrenaline actually keeps my mind calm, so that actually makes me be more calmer in the kitchen, you know, think more. But because of that also, you know, things change. October 16, 2015, when I had a fall, which I could not remember until now.
One person who does remember is his friend and fellow chef, Sufian Zaini. They were in the same platoon during their national service days in Singapore 18 years ago.
I was working in Yangon, Myanmar. So I was actually doing just finish my lunch service. Then I heard a message like Haikal had an accident, this and that. I couldn't imagine that he would fall down at the track. Like, he was always a good rider. I've ride with him in Johor circuit. So when I heard it, I was like really shocked. I didn't know like what's really gonna happen to him. So like, you know, I just pray to God, you know, like hope he can become better. Like, hope it's not so serious, even though in the picture it looks very serious.
It was very serious. Johari broke his cervical spine and was in a coma for 1.5 days. Doctors told him he wouldn't be able to move anything below his shoulders. For a man who made a living with his hands, it was a bleak prognosis.
I can't hold a knife, I can't hold a pot, I can't even stand. At that moment, I can't even sit down. You know, when I sit down, I would just drop to the left or to the right. There's no control of the trunk at all. And I was telling myself, you know, before you were doing like deadlifts, like 100 kilos, you know, with your trunk, you know, you do squats and everything. But now you can't even sit. So reality was quite, it really set me aback.
With his wife and 2 children by his side and extensive rehabilitation, Johari made great progress. After living in Bangkok for years, he returned to Singapore for treatment at the end of 2015. He can now walk with assistance.
Amador, you compress, right? Vacuum, right?
Before the accident, Johari felt life was nearly perfect. He was active and he chased after several pursuits.
My passion for life was actually football, soccer, right? So that was, I wanted to be a professional soccer player. And when I was small, so I didn't care much about school actually. Yeah, so from the age of 12 till 19, I represented the Singapore youth team, right? I was in the national team.
After the accident, a longtime friend whom he worked with in Germany offered him an opportunity at a restaurant in Singapore. Johari now directs from his wheelchair, talks and tastes until he's satisfied.
At first it was strange, but we get used to it. he's part of the team. It's not just sitting there.
I didn't think that I was paralyzed. You know, the word P never came into my mind any time at all. I'm a very, very positive guy. Sometimes people say I'm too positive, nothing could go wrong. I don't want to feel that, okay, I'm disabled and oh, things are going to change, I'm not going to be how I used to be, and then that will just bring everyone down. So I just feel that it's the same. It's just that now I'm a bit more relaxed. I'm just sitting down while working, so it's more like a perk to me.
Chef has a very busy schedule. He spends a lot of his time here in this kitchen in Singapore, about 6 days a week, but he also travels to Thailand quite regularly, where he's a consultant for a number of restaurants. In fact, his first trip to Thailand after his accident was just 2 days after he was discharged from hospital.
Whatever you learn, the flavors that you feel that it's the right flavors, when you go to Bangkok, it totally change. Because people in Thailand, the taste buds are even more stronger. So if it's something very light, they find it very bland, right? So you have to go back to the drawing board.
Post-accident, he says a lot has changed, but so many things have stayed the same. He loves expressing his creativity through cuisine and wants others facing challenges to know it's all about your attitude.
This is just a transition for me to be a better person overall, as a chef, as a father, as a husband, as a whole person. So this is just the transition. I learned so many things in life for the past 1 year. Nothing is impossible. Even though being in this state, as long you don't give up and you be positive, right? Because life doesn't stop at this time, at this moment. I think just have to press on, look forward, and like the Chinese people said, just chong.
Johari says this taste of tragedy has enhanced the sweetness of each day, his appetite for life only growing.
One of the most amazing people I've met in Singapore. It's
That's
incredible.
a very good story.
Yeah, Chef Haikal also told me about one of the first times after his accident. He was wheeled out to speak with patrons at the restaurant, and a lot of them said, I can still taste your style in these dishes. And he just felt so proud and so happy that he could still do it.
Beautiful story. Well done.